Hi, my name is Cindy Prindle. I am in the Masters of Education Professional Development program at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. This is the video production of the full version of the results of my field research project. As you will see, the results were amazing, and I have definitely adopted this process as a standard practice. As you can see, my primary question was how does using a pre-assessment as a formative learning tool to alter and differentiate my teaching impact overall learning for adults. I also took a look at how it may impact motivation, making connections, and promoting the desire of additional learning. Even though people use all their senses to learn, I was also curious about whether the results showed any differences between learners who are dominant in one of the three learning modalities. Approximately 1 week before the class, each participant was sent an email like this. The email thanked them for registering for the class and included a reminder of the date and the time. It is here where they were invited to take the pre-assessment. The email noted that it was voluntary and the results would remain confidential. If interested, all they needed to do was click on a hyperlink and they would be redirected to the survey, which was contained on a website. The self-assessment asked for some personal data and included 4 to 5 sections of statements that pertain to key elements of the class. The student indicated their level of knowledge using a know, want to know, or other scale. Also, comments could be added if necessary. 2 open-ended considerations wrapped up the survey. First, describe your biggest concern, and second, what is your most important goal? Once completed, the participants clicked Finished, and the results were submitted. This observation sheet was used to recap information from the formative assessment. Key elements and student goals were noted, along with ideas for differentiated instruction. The dominant sensory model was noted along with observation notes during the class. At the start of the class, each student completed the sensory input inventory. It was explained that while everybody uses all of their senses, it is interesting and helpful to know your own preferred sensory input model. A few days after the class, a second email was sent to each student thanking them for participating in the class. They were asked to complete the follow-up survey. By clicking on the hyperlink, it directed them to the survey. The follow-up survey asked them for some personal data and to recall their preferred sensory input. It asked them questions about their learning experience and whether the pre-assessment was helpful in key areas such as clarification of knowledge, goal setting, motivation, and understanding. There were a few questions about the instructor and whether she had a good understanding of their skills and if she provided feedback that was helpful. The survey wrapped up with ranking the overall learning experience. Comments were encouraged throughout the entire survey. Once completed, the participants clicked Finish and the results were submitted. The study ran from February through May. The participants voluntarily registered for training to improve job-related skills, expand their employability, or for professional growth. They came from a wide range of job positions within a variety of industries, and one was unemployed. "100% felt an increased understanding of what they had indicated as unknown in the pre-assessment. I went into the class knowing very little about Crystal. I could run the programs that had been set up for me, but I had no understanding of how they were set up. By the end of the class, I was much more knowledgeable of crystal reports and how they are set up. Excellent class. All 100% felt that they had a deeper understanding of what they had indicated as known in the pre-assessment.
I was thinking that I knew more than I did about charts, so I was going to focus on the pivot tables and macros areas. I gained a much better understanding in all areas and gained probably the most in charts.
All 100% felt that the instructor had a good understanding of their skills.
The facilitator is an excellent teacher. She adapted well to different personalities and learning styles. She also pointed out additional information that she felt might be beneficial to us based on what she has observed in the classroom.
"32 participants felt that the instructor provided helpful feedback during the training, while only one person was not sure.
Our instructor made us all feel comfortable in our mistakes as well as our accomplishments. Her feedback was extremely helpful.
"32 participants felt that the training experience promoted a desire for further learning, while only one person was not sure.
It was nice that our instructor was interested in being aware of our expectations, background, and skill set. I think that it helps you steer the course toward the things that we need and want to learn versus just another cookie-cutter class. Knowing that this is important to you creates a value that is hard to pass up when it comes time to take another class. I will definitely come to your classes again."
"67% felt that the training experience exceeded their expectation, while 33% felt that it met their expectation. Nobody indicated a below level of expectation.
I really enjoyed my experience. I'm a hands-on learner, and I was pleasantly surprised at how the classes were facilitated. All learning styles were addressed and accommodated. I really will recommend it to all of my peers.
Here is the breakdown of the sensory input models. The results indicated that there were no significant difference on any of the results in this study. Most of the participants felt that clarification of the key elements on the pre-assessment was helpful.
We were able to pinpoint beforehand whether we needed to spend time on a certain topic. Clarifying before class allowed us not to waste time that could be used for other material.
Most of the participants felt that goal setting on the pre-assessment was helpful.
I didn't know how much I was going to learn because I didn't know how much there was to learn. But judging from previous training sessions with other people, this was the best class I have had as far as content and execution.
A little over half of the participants felt that motivation was increased by taking the pre-assessment. Many who indicated that they were not sure or no also indicated that they were motivated prior to taking the assessment. The assessment brought forth topics that I either knew nothing about or very little. I looked forward to covering those topics. It made me more focused. My key findings are the following. The pre-assessment must be administered in a non-threatening way. All of the information must be actually analyzed and used in order to formulate a plan. The plan must be executed, and you also must be willing to alter it as necessary. The feedback must be provided in a clear and non-threatening way. And finally, the feedback must be conducted on a timely basis. Thank you very much. If you have additional questions, you can email me at cprindle@havco.com. You'll see my email on the slide.